I'm Brenda Wise. I am Associate General Counsel and Director of Global Government Affairs at CSC.
Hi, Brenda. Thanks so much for joining us. Can you tell us about the work that you've been doing in the Delaware community that got you nominated for the She's on Her Way Award?
Sure. So I think that some of it is about criminal justice reform efforts that I worked on. So I created Delaware's first DUI court and Delaware's first community court. These are programs that are all about alternatives to incarceration and actually connecting people to real resources and getting them out of the criminal justice system as soon as possible. But most recently, I worked on the CWA DVE pilot while at the Office of Management and Budget. So that's community workforce agreements and disadvantaged business enterprises. And really what the goal of that pilot was to make sure that these DBEs have the opportunity to meaningfully participate in the procurement process throughout the state.
Awesome. And is this work that you see yourself doing in 10 years, or where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Yeah, so there's so many things that I could do in 10 years, but what I'd like to do is I hope that I have found a balance between growing professionally and personally, making sure that I'm in a leadership position or an authority position so I can bring others with me. And then also balancing my need to really do direct work in communities and have a meaningful impact.
Awesome. And obviously, you've had extensive experience working with Delaware women and Delawareans in general. So I do want to know if what policy or other resources do you think would best support Delaware women?
Yeah, so absolutely more representation. So yes, there are issues that women face that are universal, but there's so many unique issues and struggles that women go through. And so having diversity of women in different spaces would be extremely helpful. Of course, pay equity would be, what the goal is ultimately, because economic mobility and economic empowerment reaches generations. So making sure that there's more women in different spaces and that we have a voice when we're dealing with these various policy issues.
Absolutely. And I love that because that's, pay equity is definitely one thing that our office focuses on a lot,
Yeah.
and just making sure that the playing field is very equal for women. So that's awesome. And do you have social media handles that you might want to tell us just so the audience can follow you, follow your work?
Sure. It's very simple on Facebook. It's just Brenda Wise. So feel free to connect with me on Facebook.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. And I know this was very brief, but we have a lot of information about your journey and your work on our website, and we're very, very excited to meet you in person next week for the She's on Her Way reception.
Yes, and thank you so much to you and to the Office of Women's Advancement and to the Commissioner for Women. I'm very honored to be receiving this award and to be doing that with such phenomenal women. So thank you.